better start the recorder here. There we are. Alrighty. What do we have? So, I mean, really, how's today going to go? I don't know. There's a whole lot of news. There's already been some news this morning, and the market honestly doesn't seem to care one way or another at this point. The wall of worry continues to climb. It looks like pre-market here anyway. The end of the day, there could be some awfully big changes, both up or down. We've got some Fed minutes coming out 2 p.m. today, Eastern time. Now that's always got everybody sitting on the edge of their seat. So keep that in mind. Remember, cash is a position. This is what I'm thinking about doing because, well, I kind of don't even want to be here today, tell you the truth. Really don't. It's day before Thanksgiving. I know it's going to be slow. Got things I'd like to do. So I am going to be in and out. I won't be here all day. But so the safest way for me to trade, and I think safety is number one, is what traders should think about, is safety. Making money will always come. It's the safety side of things, take the risk off the table. So anyway, with that said, the SPY seems to be doing okay. Q seem to be doing okay. And when I say okay, what I'm looking at is this right here. I'm looking at what is price doing overall. And, you can draw lines if you want. I mean, absolutely. Or you can just kind of eyeball the center if you want. I mean, what we're looking for is, are we trending up? And the answer is yes. There's no question about that. The answer is yes. Have we broken out of the big downtrend line? Absolutely not, and that's still a problem. And the old Fed thing this afternoon lurking over our heads, that's a real problem. The other thing I'm looking for is, what is the trend indicator doing here? And when I see, and I'm just going to extend our little red line there. By the way, that has become one of the wonderful additions, I think, to our charts. I really like that. It just makes you focus on it. So I look at this and I see, lows, higher lows, gap up, pull back, 3/8 trap. I mean, what's wrong with that chart? The only thing wrong with that chart is we've got the stinking Fed talking this afternoon, minutes. That's the only thing wrong with it. But it is what it is. We can't change that. There, I probably babbled on about that probably longer than I should have. Let's take a look at a few charts here. So I'm looking at apps, a possible trade, not likely today, but this would go on the watch list. And what I'm liking about apps here, it does have that gap, signifying that there's buyers coming in, opposed to sellers. And here we've rallied up and we've pulled back to what I would call an acceptable entry area. Now, I think the best entry area, let me move this and let me change this. There we go. I think the best entry area might be above 1780. So it's important to remember that we don't have to catch the bottom to make money. What we want to do is put probabilities in our favor. Now, while I think this overall chart is in our favor right now, I can't say without a shadow of a doubt that this is going to be the bottom area. We could pull back a little bit more. Regardless, I still think over 1780 would be the buy. So giving this up and then looking at targets to the upside, because we want to plan the trade. I mean, is the trade worth it? That's something we want to think about. Is the trade worth it? So if we buy 1780, and we don't know exactly, so I'm just going to put the line right on 1780. Well, there's targets up there at 30%. So if if you missed a little bit of the bottom, if you missed a little bit of the top, if that was just 25%, that's going to be okay. And then we can put our stop just slightly below. I'm not going to do this with every chart we're going to look at. It'd be too long this morning. You could set your stop up like this, somewhere in this area. I'm going to tighten that up, actually. You could set your stop up something like that. And when we get up here, I'm not worried about a 3/8 trap entry because it will happen. If we move up, the 8 will move up, the 3 will move up, it will pull back, it will rest. Same type of chart that we look for, just maybe above this area for a little more confirmation maybe. So let's take a look at VALE. I'm currently in VALE. I think it's bullish basically above 1450 here. It's just a matter of it needs a little bit of wind to get underneath it and push it up. Targets up here around 15, 16, high 16. eBay, I like eBay. I like this eBay chart. I like it a lot. Nice bottom here. Just because I like it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a buy right now. Doesn't mean it's a buy right now. I'm going to wait for the best time. The best time for me is when I see buyers stepping in. Not guessing they're going to step in later today or tomorrow. I want to see them in there. So I'll wait patiently. I don't have to be in a hurry. Even a buy in this area here up to that top target there, 12.5%. Plenty good money. I'll take that for a swing trade any day of the week. Wells Fargo. Liking what Wells Fargo is doing. See there? Buyers stepping in. Now, I know this is pre-market. I'm not going to get too excited. But we start to break out, even above 47.95. If we were to take that and go up to that top target line, there's over 11% profit. Set your stop in there. That's plenty good money. Now, if you feel you need this extra little percent, but extra 2% maybe, excuse me, you could certainly trade that there. Absolutely. Just plan your trade. Make sure you have your stop in place. MPC, I like what this is doing here. Nice breakout. We've got an inside day today. Spotted that this morning, came up on the scanner, pre-market. I looked at it. Man, I like that chart. Look at that beautiful trend. I apologize. Beautiful trend. Nice breakout. Nice inside day for that entry. Anything below 120.15, I don't think I'm going to like this. Not at all. So this is the new floor. Above that, I'll consider being a buyer here. So MPC looks pretty good. Anyway, not a lot today. Don't have a lot today. One thing I am going to talk about today is I had somebody last night send me some ideas and then asked if I could use some of their ideas and then some of my ideas and put together a probability checklist. One thing they had was a green trend indicator on the weekly. I thought, okay, let's put that on there. It doesn't mean you have to use it. So maybe a little bit today we'll kind of play with this. Looking at a checklist. Whoops, I'll have to fix that, I guess. I'll make that stay on top. I'll come back to that. Anyway, put together a checklist so that when you're looking at a chart, you can check it off, meet all your probabilities. And I would urge everybody to copy whatever we come up with, copy what anybody comes up with, and then make it yours. How you trade, okay? Anyway, we'll work with that a little bit today. We'll see everybody here in a little bit, okay, when the market opens. Everyone take care. And again, good morning to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone that might be checking out early. To you, your families, hugs. Everybody have a great time, okay? Be back shortly.